It's a loss of 4. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Darnold. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Ready? 53, Mike. I don't even know why his team showed up.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, McKinnon again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. He finds McKinnon, complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Quentin Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. That's complete, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the grab by Croft. And they work this out past the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll drop to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, McKinnon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Leo! Check. Hey! I-7! Get it!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sam off!
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
60 outlaw. No. Check. Rock it.
They go draw play to McKinnon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
He'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our plate.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
50 seconds left. Cut him out work. Cut him out work. Hey, check. Hey, Delta. 57. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold caught here by Bell. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Milano able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down, Buffalo.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
18 Gator. 57. Come on, boy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, they're scared.
Back to throw, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Darnold from the red zone now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Lady. Hey, echo. 49 to Mike. And what's that? And what's the ball? 49.
They'll go again with Bell. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's good for Jets. First down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all game. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Oh, 80. Pick it up. Pick it up. 49.
Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brian Poole. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Donald on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, check.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and...
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonition.